Hello everyone, in this video we are going to look at 5 pairs of English words which are really confusing in English. There is confusion with their spellings, their pronunciations and yes, sometimes with their meanings also. So however, no worries, I am going to explain these words in a very simple and easy way so that you can remember them quickly and easily. So without wasting further time, let's jump in. So the very first pair of words we have is lose and lose. Okay, so the word lose with single O is a verb which means to fail to succeed in something, or you can say to be unable to find something. So let me write the meaning for you first. This is a verb. Okay, so the meaning of this word, to fail to succeed in something, or you can say to be unable to find something. Let's understand with the help of an example. Let's assume I have lost my mobile. Okay, so when I say I have lost my mobile, it means I don't have my mobile phone with me, right? And I am not able to find it. This is how you use the word lose. One more example, the team has lost the game. What does it mean? It means the team has failed to win the game. So this is how you use the word lose. And there is, yes, obviously there is spelling difference between these two words. Both the words are pronounced same, so there is difference between their meanings and spellings as well. They are homophones. What does it mean? Homophones means homophones are the words which are pronounced same. Okay, their meaning is different and their spellings is different. Their spellings are different, so they are homophones. Fine. The next word we have is lose. Okay, with lose with double O, which is an adjective, which means to not fixing something rightly, or you can say closely. Okay, or you can say not tightly controlled. Okay, let me write the meaning. This is an adverb. I'm sorry, this is an adjective. Not fixing closely or tightly, you can say. Okay, one more meaning of this word, or you can say not tightly controlled. It means something that that is not in proper you can say way, like it should be. Okay, let's understand with the help of an example. You can say we should always wear loose clothes at night so that we can feel comfortable while sleeping. One more example, she had a loose tooth, okay, which was taken out with the help of a dentist. Alright, so this is how you use the word lose. Now, next pair of words we have is gray and grey. There is no much difference between these two words. They are pronounced same, their meaning is also same. But yes, there is difference between their spellings. Okay, only spelling is the difference. The meaning of this word is a mixture of two colors like black and white. Okay, let me write the meaning. And obviously, if it is color, then it is an adjective. Mixture, or you can say combination. Okay, combination of black and white colors. So this is gray. Now only the difference is with their spellings. Like I told you, the word gray with the letter A is more common in American English, or you can say in the US English. Quite easy to remember. America A stands for America, so you can link that way, and this is how you can remember the word gray, which is more common in American English. There is no difference when it comes to spoken English, but yes, when it comes to written English, you will be confused, or you may get confused with the spellings, but there is nothing to worry about. There is no more confusion with these words. So the word grey with the letter E is more common in British English, or you can say in the UK English. Let me write this. Meaning will remain same, there is no difference. Okay, and the word grey with the letter A is more common in the US. Fine. Let's look at the next pair of words we have is affect and effect. First, notice the pronunciation. Okay, the word with letter A is pronounced as affect, so it has sound of a. And another one, effect, which begins with the letter E, is pronounced with the sound E. Affect, effect. Now let's understand the meaning of this word affect. See, affect is a verb which means to have an influence, or you can say to cause a change in someone or something. Let me write the meaning. This is a verb. Okay, so this is what the meaning of this word affect. Let's understand with the help of an example. Excessive consumption of alcohol is affecting his health. Okay, it means that person is consuming alcohol, or you can say liquor, in a more quantity or huge quantity, which is why it is affecting his health. Okay, it means it might be creating some health issues for him. Now let's have a look at the next one, that is effect. Okay, so effect is a noun, and yes, sometimes it can also be a verb. Okay, the meaning of this word is the result of something. So first something happens and then the result of that thing, that is effect. Let's okay, let me write the meaning and then I will give you an example. Noun and sometimes verb. The result of something. Okay, so effect. Example, like I told you, excessive consumption of alcohol is affecting his health. So you can say his health issue or his serious health issue is the effect of excessive consumption of alcohol. It means that person consumed alcohol in more quantity, like I told you, which is why it created some health issues for him. So you can say his serious health issue is the result, or you can say is the effect of excessive consumption of alcohol. This is how you use the word effect. So first affect take place, it means something is affected and then the result of that thing is effect. So this is how you use the word effect. We have few more words. We will look at them in the next slide. Alright, so the next pair of words we have is principle and principle. Quite confusing pair. You can say this is the fourth pair we have. Okay, principle. So the principle and principle, both the words are pronounced same, but of course there is difference between their meanings and their spellings. Okay, so the word principle with the letter A is an adjective, and yes, sometimes it can also be a noun. So the meaning of this word is something main, chief, or you can say something that has more importance or value. Okay, and it also means that when it comes to noun, then it also means that a senior person in a school or college who monitors or controls a school or college, you can say like that way. So first let me write the meaning of this word. Adjective, and it is sometimes it can also be a noun. main or chief, or we can say more important, or you can say senior person, a senior in a college or school. Okay, fine. Let's understand with the help of an example. We can say all principals are amazing people. It means principals are amazing, that is why they become principal, right? And one more example, see, if it comes to adjective, then it means something more important, or like I told you, main or chief. So let's assume Mr. X takes out some loan from a bank, and that loan amount is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so he is supposed to refund 1,10,000 rupees after 1 year. Okay, so that 10,000 rupees is the interest amount on that main amount. So what that main amount is called, which was taken from the bank, which was borrowed from the bank, that main amount is called your principal amount. Principal amount is the main amount which was borrowed from the bank. So that amount is called principal amount. All right. The next word is principle. Okay, principle is a noun which means fundamental truth, or you can say a basic law or a basic rule. So this is how the meaning of this word is. Let me write the meaning. A basic law or rule. Example, we should follow gender equality principles, or you can say we should follow the principles of gender equality. So this is how we use the word, that is principle. The last pair of words we have is quiet and quite. Quite confusing pair. This is the last pair we have, quiet and quite. First, notice the difference between their pronunciations, how they are pronounced. Okay, so it has sound like it, and this has sound like it sound ends with like it. So quiet, quite. Now quiet is an adjective which means silent, or you can say making no noise. Let me write the meaning. It is an adjective making no noise. Or you can say silent. It means this word is about maintaining peace. Okay, so we often say that, hey, please keep quiet, do not make any noise. Okay, so this is how you use the word quiet. Now let's look at quite. This is the last word we have, quite. Quite is an you can say adverb. Okay, which means completely or absolutely or fully. So this is how you use the word quite. I am just writing the meaning. Adverb, completely, or you can say absolutely, or fully. So the story which you are telling me is quite different than the story which Alex told me. It means the story which you are telling me is completely different than the story which Alex told me. So this is how you use the word quite. Hope you find this video informative, and that's all in today's video. I will see you in my next video with another English topic. Till then, you take care.